Pizza.
That's
How is
me.
your day going?
Oh, my day is going great. How about you guys?
We're doing pretty good. We were at Franklin today. No babies, no students, but we were there in hoping to see you guys. We wanted to. And now you guys are at home for a few days. How y'all feeling?
We're feeling all right.
Feeling all right? Feeling all right. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, we got a couple of students joining us still. It's great to have you guys. Yeah, I see a couple of students who I don't know. Make sure that your name says who you are, right? So that we know who you are. If you're a parent, welcome parents. Your parents are welcome. You can always tell mom or dad to jump on because we definitely talk to them too. Great to speak with you guys.
Do we want students to put their name in the chat?
Absolutely. Why don't we go ahead? If you can, take a second, kids. Can you drop your first and last name in the chat? If you're a parent, do the same, or you can tell us who your student is in the program. How's it going? I wonder who's in here repping Wilson High School. Wilson, if your camera's on, any Wilson students? Hands up, Wilson. Repping Wilson. Who's over here repping East? And got a little hand up. East High. East High. Monroe, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Don't be shy, Monroe. Early college. Thought I forgot about you, early college. Got a couple in. I didn't forget about you, early college. Hey, I see some Franklin people on the call. Welcome. Definitely tell us your name. Tell us who your student is. It's so great to see you guys. You don't even know how great it is. Man. This pivot, that's the vocabulary word for the day. I hope everybody knows what the word pivot means today, right? We all learned that word today. To turn, right? To take a turn. Maybe not turning it around, but to take a turn, if you will. We had to take a turn this evening, and our school district decided that we really needed to be virtual, but your program advisors are here with you. For those of you who may know all of our advisors, I'm guessing that you might notice some faces missing. So I think it's appropriate to start off with some advisor updates, shall we?
Okay, so we're gonna get started. Alrighty.
A couple of updates is that if you're at Wilson High School or you're a senior who has been to any of our events, one of our advisors, Felicia, is no longer a pre-college advisor. She's now advising college students at the University of Rochester, which actually we think is amazing because imagine she worked with you guys and decided she liked seniors enough to go and advise them as college freshmen. Okay, so you guys really must have grew on her. So she's now a college advisor, which we absolutely love and adore. You also might be noticing a brand new face to the team. So I want to warmly welcome Serenity Lovett, who is not only going to tell you all about herself, but whom I'm sure some of you will definitely relate to when you hear a little more about Serenity. Okay, so I'm going to allow Serenity to go ahead and share about herself in it next.
Okay, so hi everybody, thank you for coming. Like Jerry Ann said, my name is Serenity Lovett, and I'm going to share a couple things about me. A fun fact, well, I guess this isn't really a fun fact, but I will be at Franklin High School, so I hope to see some of your lovely faces in person when we get there. But first off, I am a proud Wildcat, alum of Joseph Wilson Magnet High School. So all my Wilson people, I'm sad I can't be there, but I'm also an alum of SUNY Brockport, and I graduated this past May. But also, probably most importantly, I am a proud alum of Upward Bound And these are my family. So it's a full circle moment to be back here with all of you.
Woo!
Another fun fact.
I wish you'd have had a sound effect.
Ooh, silent claps. So another thing that I'd like to share with you is that I love K-pop. Will probably knows this the most out of the group. I love K-pop. BTS isn't my favorite group though. I love ENHYPEN. If anyone else can relate, we can chit chat. I'm very big on like women's rights. I love girl power, like girl boss, whatever. I'm very big into painting at the bottom. I'm not no Picasso, but I love like decompressing with a little paint, you know. I'm also big on affirmations and positive vibes, you know, when it's warranted. My favorite animals are goats, especially Nigerian dwarf goats. They're so cute. I'm also Jamaican, so I do eat curry goat. Sometimes people have an issue with that, but no worries. What I probably should have also put on here is that I am a baker. I love to bake. I love to cook. I love making cupcakes. So if any of you, well, with COVID, it might be a little different, but one day, hopefully we can get there and I can bake you some things. But I'm super excited to start off this new semester and see all of you pretty soon. But that's it about me.
All right, welcome, Serenity. We're so excited to have you on the team, and I know students will be so excited to get to know you. They've been looking for an advisor that loves K-pop like they do, and I think they might have found it with you. So be prepared. Be prepared for them to put you on to some good new artists. So I'm here, guys. My name is Catherine. I have met almost all of you, if not all of you. I'm so glad to see you here tonight. Thank you for coming to this. Really the purpose of it, and I think Jerry Ann had kind of touched on this at the beginning, is to give you an update on where we are and what's ahead in terms of what opportunities we have for you in the coming months. Regardless of what is happening in our CSD and what is happening in the world, we want you to know that you can rely on us and that we are here and still working to program some things for you. So Jerry Ann has worked really hard to find some activities and opportunities that might be a little bit different than what we've been able to offer in the past, and that can align with what we have noticed are different student interests. So the first one that I wanted to talk to you about is a 2-day music recording camp that we are putting on for you all with in collaboration with a company that's called Say It With Music. And so this is a 2-part series. As you can see, it's happening on 2 days in January. The first part, and it's all virtual. I should start by saying that this is a virtual event. So it will be taking place via Zoom, and we'll be sending the links out and all that different stuff, but it's also live and interactive. So the first part is happening on Saturday, January 15th. That is a 4-hour session. And that's the little flyer on the left. We're actually going to be writing and recording a song together with the help of some professionals who are going to be audio mixing and engineering. You guys are going to help write some lyrics, find the beats that we like, and really put a piece together that we can feel proud of, and that might represent kind of how we're feeling right now, or, you know, a reflection of what's going on in the world, or whatever we want it to be is what it can be, which is so cool. So we're really excited about that and eager to hear what perspective students have to bring to that music recording camp. You do not have to have sweet musical skills, because I believe they do have access to auto-tune. So even if you don't consider yourself a singer or you're not proficient on an instrument, we really want you and your perspectives and your talents there. The second part of this music recording camp is going to happen on Tuesday, January 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. And that's that poster on the right-hand side. That's called The Psychology of Music. And so this is really going to be a session where we're more learning about the effects that music and the different media that we consume can have on our mentalities and our outlooks in life, and kind of how does it affect the ways that we might start to be thinking about the world around us, whether it's through the beats or the words or whatever it might be. So I'm super excited to learn about that along with you guys on January 25th. So for this 2-part series, we have 20 spots that are open for Upward Bound students. It is taking place on Zoom, as I said, and the what there is kind of those things that I've gone over. One thing that I didn't say is that we're also, during that first day on the 15th, going to have faculty from the U of R Audio Engineering Department joining us to tell you all about that major at the U of R, in case it's something that you're really interested in and that you would consider pursuing or studying in your college courses. So that'll be a great opportunity as well. If you're interested, Will is going to drop a jot form in the chat right now. And in doing that, you can say, if you want on the 15th, we will send you a pizza to supply you with a little lunch during that music recording camp. And so there will be a space where you can say, yes, definitely send me a pizza. I'm interested. I'm planning to attend. And we can get your details there so that we'll get some pizza and pop delivered to you via Salvatore's. So that's all about the 2-day music recording camp, 2 days happening in January. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat, but we hope to see a lot of you there.
All right, thanks, Catherine.
Appreciate that. Okay, so I know I have some sneakerheads and some fashionistas in Upward Mound. And I know that you guys have some skills that need to be displayed. So what we decided to do was bring to our students a sneaker design course, fully virtual, where students who participate will actually receive a certificate in the end from the Fashion Institute of Technology. When students enter into the sneaker design course, it will take place during February break for about an hour each day. You'll be receiving some direct instruction from folks who work in this industry and who actually know how you develop the footwear that is going to take it to the next level, right? So we knew that you guys would probably, if you're sneakerheads, enjoy something yourself. And what we're working to do is also make sure that everyone who participates in the sneaker design course also comes out with a pair of their own custom sneakers as well. So if you're interested in not just wearing them, but making money off of them, studying them, in fact, going forth with manufacturing them, marketing them, and really understanding what it takes to make that pricing, that revenue, definitely sign up for our sneaker design course. So that's going to be happening February 21st to the 25th. You know how the city gets during the February break, and that hour will definitely be worth it in the end. You'll be home, hopefully. So join us and see what you can make, what you can produce. We have 10 spots for our sneaker design course. So we definitely want to hear from you tonight if you are interested. Essentially, we really want to make sure that you get the position or the spot that you're looking for because of the several courses that are coming out this year.
All right, thanks, Jerry. And I think, like she said, Will did drop the link in the chat for that if you are interested. All right. Jerry, this is you again.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was trying to say what's up to Ramir in the chat. And Ashmita also is expressing some interest. Yeah, you definitely learned the business side of how to sell anything, really. Oh, UB afternoon. So the kickback tonight is the kickback. But UB afternoon, we figure we need to have a little bit of fun. So while we're home, virtual, staring at screens and hopefully actually getting people's work done. Hello. I saw those report cards. Don't play. Okay. We want to offer you guys a little bit of time away from Google Classroom and maybe to have some fun. Okay. So right after school ends for some of you, or maybe a little bit after, at 3:30 on Monday, January 10th, join us for some fun, some laughter, some competition, some conversation. Come through to UB afternoon. All right. You'll also be able to sign up for the courses during UB afternoon as well. So definitely check out your email for the link, just like you did tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'll be posting it. Everyone's, if you're not looking at those Google Classrooms, or you're like, what Google Classroom? Definitely talk to your advisor, one of us after. You all were invited to one, but that's where I'll put, just like tonight, I'll put those links, that Zoom link in Google Classroom. I'll send a calendar invite, all that stuff, so that you guys don't forget.
Now, I know that we have talked about the courses that we have already. So these are courses that we have definitely set up for you guys and that you can participate in, or events that you can actually come to now. But I don't want to leave out the fact that we have a ton. Oh, no, you don't have to change it, Gina. You're good.
I did it by mistake.
Oh, it's all good. That we have a ton more in the works. So while we were scheduling our courses for sneaker design and for music engineering, we also looked into courses for our students who are interested in investment, cryptocurrency, real estate, and more. Lastly, we are exploring our students to get the chance to participate in an entrepreneurship class that actually would allow you to either compete in a Shark Tank competition or attend one if you weren't ready to compete, but to take that course with you to the next level. So I'm here to see what students would be interested in participating in courses that teach them about real estate and investing, and which students might be interested in entrepreneurship, developing your own business from the ground up, right? Being your own boss. I'm gauging interest here. Definitely want to know who might be interested. If you, hey, she said I might. Put in the chat. Tell me what your interest is. What's pulling you? What's pulling you? Tell me what you, oh, entrepreneurship, Jaheem. All right. Boss. Hey, real estate and entrepreneurship. We'll love it. Love it. You know, I gotta make sure, because you know I'm willing to do it, but I gotta make sure people gonna come to the table like you did tonight. And it looks like people really want to come to the table. We gonna have some upward bound entrepreneurs and real estate moguls in 7 or 8 years. You see this? Oh yes. All right, guys. I hear you. Definitely hear you. So we will continue to invest in you guys, just like you guys want to continue to invest in crypto. You hear me? Okay. We definitely love to hear it. Wonderful. Hey, and we got there someone who started their own business. Shout outs. Go ahead, Ramir. Nice job. All right, guys. What's next?
Okay, folks, it's that time. Make sure you're updating your contact info. We would love to reach you, and I would love to also reach out to you. So please, there's a link in the Zoom chat, so fill that out whenever you have a chance. But just make sure that you're updating with everything that we need: phone number, email, all that good stuff.
Actually, I'm gonna override that really. If you could fill it out as soon as possible, we did really want at the end of December. We are looking into a new database to store information. Actually, we already looked into one and we are going to be setting that up fairly soon. So we want to make sure we're uploading everyone's contact information into that database. It's correct and not incorrect. So if you could do that, I mean, by the end of tonight, that would be really great. So that we can just get that off the plate if you haven't done so yet. Some of you may have done it. So if you have, you don't need to do it again. All right.
Yeah.
Any
Jerry wants your mom's numbers too. So
listen, I'm just saying, if mom's number look, I'm just saying, how you gonna update the contact? You know, we want to know if those phone numbers change, those addresses change. We want to know. You also, like Serenity said, have a new upward bound advisor. So let's make sure, as I know some of you definitely have updates. Let's give them a few minutes, Gina, since you want it tonight. How about we just give folks a couple of minutes, and actually we can start seeing those forms come in. If there are any updates, we can kind of just give it a second.
I'll play some music, some relaxing music to help you through the updating process.
Now, should the students be filling this form out if everything is the same and nothing's changed?
Yep, still fill it out, because we don't know that unless we see. So we're actually not even going to compare it to what you already have. We're just going to we're going to get everyone to do this and just upload this stuff. So we're kind of going to be discarding anything we currently have on file.
We want to get fresh with the information. Understood. All right, so again, the update your contact form for everyone on there. Make sure that your info is updated. And may I just say, can you capitalize your first and last names for me in the form? I'm just, you know. All right, come on now, people. Just like your college applications need to be. Big A, not the little one.
All right, we got one submission in tonight.
Hey, hi-yo.
So we'll give, how about like a few more minutes? Is that what do you think, Jerry?
I would agree.
Okay.
While everyone on the call takes just a second to tell us that your phone number changed or stayed the same. Is this still your address? Give us that new information. Otherwise, we won't get to you any new information.
Got 6 in.
All right, let's give them 2 more minutes. That's it. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like one of the tracks we should record over. I feel it. I'm feeling this bump.
This is a new one. I just started listening to this one today.
All right, 1 minute left on that timer. Trying to get as many in as we can. You can still fill it out after.
All right. So if you haven't filled it out yet, are still working on it, feel free to do so. But also, it was assigned to all of you guys on Google Classroom in your upper bound Google Classroom. So if you, it should still be there. So you can also go there to find it. And I'll also send these slides to everyone in an email and post them on Google Classroom after tonight. So probably tomorrow morning. So you'll have access to these things. So we'll move on.
May I just for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Got a little echo. Is that me? All right. Just for a sec, as we update contact information, I think it's always good to remind students about Remind. We have a way of contacting students that allows them to have the links that they need, and that's through Remind 101. So I think it's always good to remember that if you see messages coming through, if your parents forgot that they signed up for Remind 101 with us and are seeing these messages come through, don't forget, Upward Bound is using Remind 101 as well for your contact. So when we're having events, we'll notify you then. If you didn't get a message, a text tonight from somebody, then you are out of the loop. If you didn't get a text and the only thing you saw was that email, you are out of the loop. So you need to drop down there in that chat that you're, if you need the remind, just be like, drop the word remind. And let us know so that we can get you set up. Okay, that's a pretty easy thing. Drop the word remind if you didn't get a text to your cell phone, because we understand that sometimes you need a little reminder.
All right, yes, thank you, Jerry Ann. And I'm probably going to, I just thought of this. Jerry was speaking. I'm probably going to assign anyone who isn't on Remind on Google Classroom to complete that process. It's very, very easy. It should take you 30 seconds. All of you youngins out there should be tech savvy enough to get that done in 30 seconds. Okay, here we go.
Alrighty, moving right along here. It is hard to believe, friends. I know many of you we recruited just last year. Some of you have been with Upward Bound for even longer than that. So it's hard to believe that we are once again about to begin our recruitment season. So we are looking for students who are interested in joining our Upward Bound family. As you can see on the slide, we're looking for students in grades 8, 9, 10, and 11 who might have that strong desire to go to college, might have that strong desire to succeed, both academically as well as growing and personally. So if you have friends who, they've kind of asked you in the schools when you stopped by the College Prep Center, what's going on, what's that room, or they've said, oh, I want to join Upward Bound, it's that time of year where we are interested in getting to know those friends, getting their names, and making sure that they know that our application is about to be open, because this application is only open one time per year. And so we want to make sure that we're getting it out to all those students who are interested in joining our Upward Bound family and our Upward Bound program. So if you have any friends that you can think of, or classmates that as Jerry says, very exclusive, who might be interested in Upward Bound, you can private message them in the chat. Just send them to me and I will write their names down and make sure that those names get to the Upward Bound advisor at your school site so that we can reach out specifically to those people to make them aware of our recruitment season. So think of that, let us know.
And we want to know about your siblings too, those younger brothers and sisters.
Yes,
they are coming up into school. What you gonna leave your brother and not have your younger sister get to college too? Y'all gotta go, both of you, okay? More than one of you. So if you've got siblings, your cousins, we want to know if they're in the schools. And we know that you guys definitely would tell them all the things you love about Upward Bound. We know you would sell it. Okay. When they ask you, where you got that iPad? Ashmita, you get that gift card from? We got that hoodie. Where you got that crew neck? Franklin people, you need to come get your crew necks, by the way.
All right, actually, Will, I'm gonna rearrange a couple slides because I just realized I need to do this one first. So give me a second here. All right. Okay. Oh, I still didn't. Okay, I think it worked now. Hold on, guys. All right, we're gonna go here first, and then I guess it didn't rearrange on this end. So, just a reminder, we've told this one out earlier this year, and that we do have tutoring after school at your prospective school sites, different days of the week, but we don't right now. We're not in the schools, obviously, and tentatively might be back on January 11th. But either way, we had this plan in place before we even were dismissed from school to make sure you guys are having homework help services wherever you are. So whether it's home or in school or on vacation in California, you can have someone answer a homework question for you where you are. So we bought this program for you called Photo Study. And I'm going to show you a really quick video, just how it works. And then I'm going to give you the instructions on how to activate your accounts. Everyone here in Upward Bound has an account already. It just needs to simply be activated, and you could be home working on your homework and stuck, and you'll be able to access a tutor any time of the day for free because we paid for it. So I'm just going to show you this video quick to kind of give you an idea of what that's like. And then I'll go through the steps simply just to show you how to activate your accounts, okay? If you haven't done so yet.
On the Ask an Expert page, type
Hold
in
on.
your description.
Volume's really low.
On the Ask an Expert page, type in your description. Upload and crop an image of your problem. Select your comfort level with the problem. And finally, select your subject and post your problem. We'll instantly connect you with a live study expert to help you in a step-by-step manner.
Okay, that was really short. But what you do basically is after you make your account, it'll be on this place. You can use your phone, you can use your iPad. You just need something to take a picture with. So you take a picture like, hey, I'm working on this problem, I'm stuck on it. You take a picture of it. You could give some details in the description area about that problem if needed. And then you'll indicate whether if it's math, is it history, like what is it, like what, is it chemistry, whatever, physics. And then, like it says, and it usually takes less than 10 minutes. Like I've used it quite a couple of times now, and it takes less than 10 minutes usually. And they'll connect you. You just have to make sure that you continue to keep that app open and are looking at the screen, because it will continue to pop up and say like, are you still there? Like, are you still there type thing, just to make sure it doesn't close on you. But after you're connected and you communicate with this tutor via like a messaging, you will, after you close the session, that whole work through the problem and all the questions you went back and forth answering to each other will be saved. So you can refer back to them later, which is really nice. So, hold on, pause. Okay, so you guys can do it right now, but like I said, I will post the Google Classroom as well. But you'll go to this link, and actually, I think, Will, can you drop that in the chat for me really quick? So you'll go to this link that will drop in the chat, and you're gonna click preset account. So I'll go to it right now. Oh crap, I'm already logged in. I'll go to an incognito page. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so this page will open up once you click on that link that will drop in the chat. And since you already have an account, you're gonna click this right here, preset account. Once you do that, you're just going to simply put your 890 email in there, and it's going to say, hey, you have an account. And then from that point forward, you're just going to set a password for yourself, and then you'll have access to it. It's pretty self-explanatory once you get in there. But if you have questions, you can obviously ask us, but it's simple to figure out. It takes a little bit to get used to. You're just like, when you first start communicating with someone, I have had a couple tutors like with technical difficulties, I just had to drop the call, but it's not like a lot super common. It's like sometimes that happens, just to be aware. Don't be discouraged with that. So what you're just going to do is put your email in, make a password, and then you'll be in, and you can use it whenever. So that is that for photo study. Do you have anything to add, anyone else? I feel like nope.
I feel like we got to really make sure that we set those accounts up, because the virtual learning space is just not something that we're sure how long it's going to be. And we really hope that you guys are back in your school seat soon if it is safe, but only if it is safe. Safest thing that we could do is get you a tutor
On the Ask an Expert
online. Don't forget that these tutors are not going to be needing you to be on Zoom. This isn't Zoom tutoring as we've previously done, where we might be having someone actually one-on-one with you. But I just want to say, if you want to have some one-on-one tutoring, if you want to have someone actually work with you, and maybe, even if you're going to use photo study, be one-on-one with you, that is something that we would love to know too, because we have college students who are home virtually as well, and who also are looking to offer you some tutoring. So photo study is your go-to, your bread and butter, but you should not be letting those grades slip. If that is not working, I will get you somebody to tutor you in whatever you need. All right, don't forget.
All right. Do Jerry.
All right, so definitely want to make sure that students this year, as we proceed into our summer program and into future programming, make sure that they are aware of all of the COVID vaccination requirements. So for any programming that's going to be out of school programming, if we get any clearance to take students on college trips, tours across the country, or any of those things, we just want to make sure that students understand you will have to be fully vaccinated, and you'll be required to submit some proof of this vaccination in order to do that. Similarly, if we're doing any out of school programming around the city, if we're taking you guys out and we're going to be doing mass transport, anything that's out of school programming that we can't offer you virtually, right now, students must be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. You have a couple of different forms of acceptable proofs of vaccination that you can submit, and that's screenshots, that is a copy of the actual immunization card, a picture of your card back and front. But remember, we are not requiring this for being in school. We are in your schools. So you are going to receive services from us virtually and in school. We just want to make sure that students know, and especially because some students are vaccinated and they feel comfortable being able to go on a trip or go take a day trip to visit a college campus, etc., that they understand if you're vaccinated, Upward Bound is going to be working on some out of school programming. That being said, if you're already vaccinated and would like to provide that requirement, you can go ahead and complete the form now that we've dropped in the chat. That's where you can upload a screenshot of the Excelsior app if that's what you have, a picture of the card. But again, in your school, if you are saying you're only going to receive in-school or virtual programming, that would be a different story. But for students who are trying to go on any out-of-school programming, any college trips, vaccines are required. You can feel free to ask me any questions. If you have my phone number, I will drop it in the chat. Your advisors also can direct you to my phone number or my email. Parents as well. If your parents have concerns or questions, definitely let us know. If you're in school, Upward Bound has no vaccine requirements. But if we are taking you anywhere as far as college trips, overnight, daytime, events, on campus, our university policy is that everyone is vaccinated. And it's also probably good to state to everyone here that every single one of your Upward Bound advisors and every single college student that you come in touch with Upward Bound is vaccinated as well. So we have all been vaccinated. That's our jobs policy.
All right. And with that, just to review a lot of the stuff we've already covered, this is just our January calendar with all of the events that we're planning out. So the 6th, that's today, that's the orientation, that's this. And then on Monday, UB afternoon from 3:30 to 4:30, music recording camp. The first day is on the 15th, that's a Saturday. The second day is on the 25th, that's Tuesday, so that'll be in the evening. In between there, we have for our seniors FAFSA Fest, which is run by Arcan, Rochester College Access Network. They basically hold a workshop where you can come in and get your FAFSA done. And They are basically experts on this. They'll help you out. It's kind of workshop style. And yeah, they've been great. And so we are excited to direct you towards that. And then on the 28th, that's the end of the marking period. This will be on Google Classroom, I should add, very soon.
Yes, everything, this whole entire slide show will be on Google Classroom for you guys to reference. If you need to reference it again with the links and everything, I'll have those in the notes of the Google slides. I'll also post those links probably just in the stream of Google Classroom, as well as send them out in an email. Make sure you're getting them on all the mechanisms possible that you can receive these things, so that you don't miss out or say you didn't get it. Yes, so I'll probably have that done for you guys tomorrow. But that concludes our New Year UB orientation for tonight. If there's any questions, we are opening the floor to those questions now.
And Gina, you know you got to drop the beat. If you're gonna send them off, you got to send them off with a little low.
Well, I didn't know if we wanted to answer some questions first.
There could be some questions.
Yeah.
I have also I actually had, I think, a good question in the chat, which is just, and it makes me remind students. So if you still need to see colleges, you still need to visit with admissions counselor, but you're unable to maybe do a college trip with us, don't forget that that's included in things that we're offering to you. We're not denying anybody any services because they're not vaccinated, outside of transportation and overnight hotel stays or kind of day stays. So we can't do transportation in that sense because that's our university requirement. But what we are doing is bringing you those things. So in your schools, we're working to get college visits for the spring if you guys return. And if you don't return in person, then our college counselors that we are friends with and that we work with will do Zooms with our students, and you can do virtual tours with your advisors. So the college piece definitely is also accessible to you virtually. Don't think that you're not going to get that opportunity.
All right, I'll play some music while we're waiting for any additional questions.
And I'll just say a quick thing, any seniors on the call, if you were caught off guard, like we were about going virtual suddenly, and you have college stuff that you were planning to come into the centers to work on, you have those deadlines, reach out to your advisor. We are still working. And so we're happy to work with you and meet with you to help meet those college application deadlines. So please reach out to us. You should have our contact info. If you need it, put it in the chat and we'll put our contact info in the chat for you.
Maybe go enjoy some fireworks with your orange cat tonight.
Isn't she supposed to be studying? Normally I see her studying. Now she's just staring out the window.
Everybody needs a break, Danielle.
If you're still here and you're filling out a form, that's totally fine. Fill out those forms, sign up. We're here with you as you register. We can answer questions and we can see those registrations coming in. So if you didn't sign up for the sneaker design course, that form is in that chat. But other than that, any questions? Comments? All right. Should we drop that reminder one last time? Those updated contacts? I think we've got them though. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Later, Samaria. Hey, there we go. Kalen's out. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. Great to speak with you again. Thanks for joining. Definitely drop those questions. If you want to drop your question in the chat, you totally can. you just want to say I love you, you can do that too.
You guys just staying for the jams now? Raheem, is that a wall of sneakers behind you?
Oh, is it? You game crazy. A sneakerhead. Hey.
That sneaker design course might be for you, my friend.
No, not really. Hey, Prosper. Hey, Prosper. Still on the call. Okay. How's it going?
It's going good.
All right. Make sure you let us know anything that you guys think you need. You know, I hope everybody took their chargers home. Lord, I hope you got your chargers at home.